Good morning friends. I am Major Dr. PRAVIN. I am an author of a dental practice management book. Over the last 2 to 3 years, I have been traveling in many parts of the world to tell the essentials and tips and tricks for a successful dental practice, and I know I am going to give a lot of information in this small video. The question which was given to me was whether we need to have a dedicated receptionist in our clinic or we can manage with a dental nurse. My dear friends, it's all like this. How much you want to show your dental practice to the patient. It is all in the perception of the patient's eyes. Yes, how the patients feel, how value your practice is depends upon your staff, because when a patient enters your clinic either through phone or through person, he is going to be in touch with the first person. The most important person in your clinic is going to be the receptionist or the gatekeeper. In sales terminology, we call them as gatekeepers, because gatekeepers are those people who are in direct contact with the decision makers, which are doctors. As you see, keeping a reception is one of the most important thing which I would suggest and I would recommend not to keep a dental nurse, because if you know psychologically, dental nurses are not, though they can do a job of a receptionist for a couple of days, they won't be happy to deliver the best in a reception job, because as a receptionist, when a person, suppose I am a receptionist, I know what to do because I like my job as a receptionist. I am very proud of my job. But as a dental nurse, when I go and do a reception job, first of all, I won't be that much interested like a receptionist who is dedicatedly doing that job. Secondly, in a practice point of view, if a dental nurse is not delivering the exact expectation of a patient, the patient is going to go out of our clinic and the patient may not come back to us. So if you want to understand this concept better, you should know what is the value each and every patient is bringing to us. The first thing is, I am going to name this as lifetime value of a patient. If you see, this is called lifetime value. Lifetime value of a patient. So if you see, each and every patient is very precious, because in a normal practice, when a new patient comes to you for a consultation in Dubai, you are going to charge say 50 dirhams. For an X-ray to verify, you may charge 100 dirhams. So if nothing is there, you will be doing a scaling and sending the patient. For hygiene, you are charging say 250 dirhams or roughly say 350 dirhams. The total cost is going to be 500 dirhams. So for a single patient who is coming to your practice, who is going to give 500 dirhams, if you see this patient, if you do very well, he will come minimum of 5 years, which is 5 years is equal to 2500 dirhams. 2500 dirhams just in scaling, consultation and in an X-ray. So this patient, if he takes a root canal or a crown or both in every 5 years, a major problem, the chances of getting a major problem is every 5 years. So if you see carefully, so you may charge 1000 dirhams for a root canal, 1000 dirhams for a crown. So totally if you see 253545, 4000 dirhams is paying you for every 5 years. As such, a dental patient will definitely come to you for 20 years. So into 4 times is going to be 18,000 dirhams. Each patient is going to give you 18,000 dirhams for a simple RCT, a crown, a consultation and a scaling. So if you really do a good job, our motive is to get more patients through our old patients. So ideally in 20 years, every patient will give you minimum of 4 referrals, which is going to be 72,000 dirhams. That 4 patients are going to pay you the same amount of money in case. So 72,000 dirhams they are going to pay, plus the previous person who is going to pay you 18,000 dirhams, which is going to cost you 90,000 dirhams. So if you see, This is the lifetime value of a patient. So if you carefully see, every patient is worth 90,000 dirhams. It's a big money because every patient is equal to 4 patients. Each patient is going to give you 4 more patients. So if your receptionist is there and very well trained in phone and in handling the objections and criticisms of the patient, every patient is going to give you 4 more patients, and the cost of acquiring your patient is very less if they refer. Rather, you do a lot of marketing activities and try to get some patients. It is going to be 15 times more expensive. But when a patient refers another patient, it is going to be very less for you. Number 1. The point number 2 is, if you keep a nursing assistant as a receptionist, for some time it is okay. I agree, I have done the same thing. But a nursing assistant is having more of technical knowledge. She won't be able to handle the administrative pressures. But even if you can say my nursing assistant is much technically sound and also administratively sound, what you can do is you can put a new receptionist under her, train the job, and she can focus on the clinical job. Because 3 things are very important, my dear friends. The first is customer intimacy. The second is excellent operation and services. The third thing is called excellent products and services. So excellent products and services, operational excellency, and customer intimacy. These 3 forms something called value discipline. So every patient is looking at these 3 parameters for your clinic success. So I hope every patient is going to give you 90,000 dirhams. I feel we have to think long term. We need to have a long term vision, no short term vision. Short term vision, if we have, we will try to cut down the pricing. Yes, the pricing means the salary, the overheads and all that, but it is going to cost us so much. The difference between price and cost is, price is what you pay, cost is what is the value you get. You may save some money in the bargain, but overall you will be losing a lot of money, a lot of patients when you keep a nursing assistant or a nurse as a receptionist. So please don't do that. This is my teaching for you today by showing how much each and every patient is value and worth for. So thank you for watching this video. I'll be sending more videos to you. Keep watching for more updates. God bless you. Have a great day. Bye.